Hey, welcome back to the Crystal Clarity Podcast. My name is Sarah Thomas, and you have made it to episode 35 of the Crystal Clarity Podcast. And all of these episodes are like these amazing little mini classes. And today is honestly one of my favorite episodes, I think, ever because I love what I'm about to share with you so much. Today is all about the most like simple and wonderful thing that you can do in land healing and helping clean, clear, and love waters, helping clean, clear, and love lands, and just helping you to communicate and communion with supporting land and helping to regenerate land and just giving some love and some appreciation and offerings to land spaces, which can really raise the vibration of space in land. So, we're going to talk about one of my favorite energy devices ever today, which I've never shared on the podcast, and you're going to laugh because it's so simple. But what I love about this is everybody can do it. So stay here. This is all about gold and quartz, and it's affordable. It is wonderful. I mean, it's life changing for me. I'm going to tell you how I learned about it and how you can work with it too. So, we just had a break in the podcast because we just had Hurricane Helene come through Asheville. And as you know, none of us were ready for Hurricane Helene. It was one of the major flooding events in the United States in the modern era. There are hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of people dead. And today's episode is not about everything that we've been going through, it's about the potential after weeks, the potential of what we can start to do as far as restoring the land. And I mean in like a fifth dimensional way. I mean with the heart. I mean with our love and with our intention and with our remembrance that we're actually one with this place. We're one with the waters here. We're one with these trees. 41 million trees are down after Hurricane Helene, and we're one with this land and this earth and these new banks and rivers and roads and this whole new geography and landscape. So there's so much energy moving here, and there's so much renewed energy and so much death energy all at the same time. And so I thought it was a really wonderful time to share with you guys one of my favorite land healing techniques in the world. And so one of the things that's happening here is that the water is really contaminated because so many people died in the water. People died in their cars in the water, and people died in drowning and were washed away, and so many animals died in the water. Hundreds and thousands of animals died in the water. And so there's a major contamination going on in the water and also in the mud. And so this is a place now where people who do water healing are coming to help. And I want you all to remember that the most programmable things in the world, the most programmable things in the world are water and crystals. Water and crystals take on, they are shapeshifters. They truly hear and read and understand your prayers and intentions, and they have memory, right? What has memory? Of course, the stones. They're the great books. They're the books of our history. They're the library of this world. And water is one of the most miraculous substances. It is a truly miraculous substance. Water can structurally change based on your intention. So we have this opportunity to remember our connection with the elements right now, and to remember how powerful our mind is and how powerful our intentions are, which is the lesson that for those of you that love crystals, Marcel Vogel, his whole life, the Vogel crystals, Marcel Vogel, his whole life was a reminder to us that our mind and intention impress upon matter and change matter. And so crystals and stones are the easiest things to do this with. So this episode is really about believing in yourself to really do some practices with healing the land and the waters. So when I was a few years ago, I went to Portland, Oregon to teach a class on the stones for the 8 extraordinary meridians. And I was teaching at an acupuncture school to a bunch of acupuncturists, and it's a kind of a technical class, and all the stones are written on the board, and we were going through everything of how to treat the soul with the stones. And at the end of the class, this awesome woman who just, she never raised her hand the whole weekend. She was just listening and taking it in. At the end, she just walked up to me and offered me something. She said, "I'm not an acupuncturist, I'm an energy healer. And I love stones and crystals, so I came to this class and it was wonderful. Thank you." And da da da. But I wanted to show you what I do and how I work with stones and crystals. And she handed me this thing that this makes me maybe too happy. But she handed me a crystal. Here's a little bag of them right here. I'm holding this up. It's a little mesh bag of all these little crystals. And um, if you're just listening, what I'm holding up here is a small quartz crystal with gold leaf on it. You can see this small quartz crystal with gold leaf on it, and it just has a little patch of gold leaf on it. And if you want to see this, just check this episode 35 out on YouTube at the Upper Clarity School of Stone Medicine if you're listening. So it's this tiny piece of quartz with gold leaf on it. I'm going to show you more. See, it's just, there's more of them, and all we're doing is putting a little bit of gold leaf on these crystals. And she handed me this handful of these, and here's another one. And she said, I have found that this is like the most energetic, alive energy device for working with crystals that brings so much power and intention and love into everything that I do. And she said, all I do is put a little bit of gold leaf on the quartz, and this way I have the combination of gold and quartz together. And gold and quartz is one of the most, I'm going to tell you guys, it is the most awesome combination in all of the earth, in my opinion. Gold and quartz are brilliant together. They soar off together like the dragon and the phoenix. They are a powerful combination. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that. And all that she did is that she would take these and she would just place her intention into them. A gentle, easy prayer, a gentle, easy intention, like such a simple way of programming the quartz. And then she would toss them into the river in her town to help clean the river, and potentiate the river with the scalar energy, with this ethar energy, which is a fifth dimensional energy. It's a love energy. She would place them in other places on the land. She would put them at a base of a tree. A lot of what she did was toss it into the waters to clear and potentiate the waters with her love, and whatever the intention is for that particular place, to invite that frequency to that place, right? Just to invite the frequency of purity. Ask for the frequency and the potential of purity to come into this crystal, because all of these intentions and these potentials are coming from the unified field, and all of these potentials exist in the unified field. And you can just, with your thought, when you think of one, it comes to you. So when you really focus on the potential of purity, or the possibility of purity, and this is an example, purity, the crystal and the gold fill up with the purity, and it is amplified, and that intention is also materialized in the crystal. It is materialized, so now your intention, the intangible frequency of your intention, is made tangible in the crystal. And that is the power of crystals, right? So now you have this little energy device that's holding your intention, and you can toss it into the waters. It's really nice to use really little ones like this, because you really can let them go and offer them, and they become offerings. So she uses these on the body too as little acupuncture needles, and you all can do that too. You can really use these for anything. And I want to talk to you just briefly about the power and the properties of gold and quartz together, and why I love this so much. And then I'll tell you a little bit about how to make these. So gold, I'm going to hold this up. This is a piece of gold leaf. Gold leaf. So I'm holding up a piece of gold leaf. Gold is the only yellow metal. It's the only yellow metal that exists in this earth, in this universe that we know. And yellow is such a high vibrational color. It's such a powerful color. And in the metallics, it's gold. Yellow is the color for earth. It is the color of the earth element. You can see it in the Ukrainian flag. The bottom of it is yellow, the top of it is blue. We represent the earth with yellow. And what is the earth? The earth is trust. The earth is stability. The earth is abundance and fertility. The earth is a container, it holds us. The earth is all about the balance between giving and receiving, the reciprocity, like the back and forth flow that creates relationship and creates life. It is all about materialization, to make whatever you're thinking or wishing actually materialize, to make it tangible. So this is the secret of this place, is that we are here to learn how to materialize. If you listen to the earth and start to tune into her, you will learn better how to materialize. And the earth is also grounding. Everything that and of a higher consciousness. The earth is the heart. It's bringing us up to this 5D consciousness. It's opening our hearts. When we tune into it, it will train us in the ways of the heart, which is the awakening that humanity needs right now. So all of these things that I spoke about the earth, these are the properties of gold. And gold is the metal of higher consciousness. It is so profound. If you take one of our certification courses, Temple of Stone, we do the entire gold materia medica. And it blows me away. Just going through all of the properties of gold just blows me away. It is it's like endless, the blessing that is gold. Now when you pair it with quartz, you have, the silica is like 99, I'm sorry, like 80, 75 to 80% of the earth is quartz. So this is the earth's like bones. This is like the main part of her body. And quartz is harmonizing. And so it can set the volume of the gold perfectly for whatever you're doing. So it can kind of say, okay, I want to turn the volume of the gold up to 10 in this moment, or I want to turn the volume of the gold down to 3 in this moment. I want to make the gold go a little bit hotter in this moment or a little cooler in this moment, or I want to take the gold here or there. It's kind of the conductor of the gold. It's like adding something to the gold that can just make it the perfect resonance for the situation. And there's this intelligence in the silica. And when you bring these two together, it's like you get it's like getting the perfect gold. It's like getting for the situation, right? The quartz is like now you can toss this into the river, and with these two things together, it's going to know exactly how to move that gold through those waters. And did I mention all of this is amplifying? It's all gold is amplifying and quartz is amplifying. They're tonics, they're strengthening. So your intention is also going to be amplified. So if you feel like your prayer was like, oh, that's a pretty good prayer, well, it's going to be a great prayer once you put it into quartz and gold. It's amplifying. So the little energy field around these crystals, if you could really see the energy field, you would see that they are big. The energy feels big, and you have to kind of lean into it and open up to it, and you'll feel the true like power and presence of these small crystals. They're much more than they reveal in the tangible. They have the connection like all the way up the vibrational ladder into higher realms where they also exist. It's just that they have this one foot in the tangible world with us, kind of like we do. Multi-dimensional. I want to briefly say that, I mean, there's no improving on quartz and gold. You can tell my bias, but if you have a situation like a land situation or healing situation that is particularly chaotic, like, whoa, how do we even get this under control? Like, there's stuff going everywhere. It feels very chaotic. You can use smoky quartz instead of clear quartz. I rock hounded this little smoky quartz in Tennessee. Smoky quartz and gold is another breathtaking combination, limitless possibility. But smoky quartz is particularly grounding for chaotic energy or chaotic chi. So if something just feels like, whoa, I don't even know where to begin, this feels really chaotic, it feels swirling, it feels all over the place. Smoky quartz and gold is just one of the most grounding, stabilizing, like let's get centered so we even know where to begin combinations in all of stone medicine. So all you do is get these little quartz, and I want to share with you that Arkansas quartz. We have Arkansas quartz at the Clarity Crystal Shop that I love. I think it's one of our favorite listings that we have ever had. I love it. The listing is called Quartz Crystal Points, comma Arkansas. Quartz Crystal Points, comma Arkansas. And they look somewhat like this. They're small, very clear crystal points, and they all have a point, right? So it's the tip of a crystal, it's the natural tip of a crystal, and they're very clear, and they have the energy of like the Paramatma, like all things, like the feminine and masculine together, the oneness. They have this brilliant energy to them, and they're small and they're clear and they're just perfect. And you get 75 grams of them, like a little box of them when you order this. These are perfect for these. And then what you do is you get gold leaf, and they're perfect because they're small and they're so high vibrational, right? So you can let go of these without, feeling like you can toss one into the river, use it for ceremony, use it for something without feeling like you just lost like a big quartz crystal that you had. And then you get gold leaf, and gold leaf, you want to get real gold leaf, some gold leaf that has actual gold in it, and you can look up 24 karat gold leaf. There's some gold leaf that will have gold and copper, or gold and zinc. There's different mixes. But you do want to have some real gold in the gold leaf. And you can get about 5 sheets of real gold leaf for something like $35. So look that up. And they go a long, long way because you just need a tiny little piece. I'm holding this up again. A tiny little piece of gold leaf. Where are you? There. A tiny little piece of gold leaf to put on the crystal to get that energy vice together. Now, a lot of times the gold leaf will just stick directly on the crystal. Like there's not anything you have to do. I don't really fully understand this yet. Sometimes it just sticks right on the crystal. Sometimes it falls off when there's nothing. No adhesive, I mean. I don't exactly know why yet. Sometimes it will stick perfectly. Sometimes it falls off. I always try to just stick it on without any adhesive first. And I just did one before this broadcast and it just went right on. So sometimes they'll just stick right on. And then the next thing I'll do if it's not sticking right on is I'll just lick my finger and put like just a little bit of liquid there, like a little bit of moisture, and then it usually sticks right on. And if you want to go further, there are all kinds of adhesives you can get. There are more natural adhesives, more natural gums. And when you look up your gold leaf, when you look up the gold leaf and you pick out your gold leaf online or at the store, you will see that there's little adhesives that you can use with it, little gums and turpentines, and pick out what feels right for you. And then you just have to barely touch it with adhesive, and then that gold will really stay on there. So, um, that's all you have to do. Gosh, those are all the materials you need. It's so affordable to make these energy devices that I think are brilliant. It's like they're perfect. I don't know. Everything from 5D is so simple, you know? So, another thing that I just want to say before I close this episode, after giving you this beautiful idea that was given to me, is that you can also. I made a long one here, so I'm showing this one for the first time. This is a very long crystal point, and this is a Colombian crystal point, and the gold, see this just went on right easily with no adhesive. And you can use this also as a earth acupuncture needle. Earth acupuncture needle. And yeah, you'll get the energy, the materialization. It becomes like an antenna. And I'm not teaching earth acupuncture right here in this episode, but I want you to know that you can do this. You could just put this right in the earth like this and penetrate this down and have an earth acupuncture needle. And you can leave it in for even just a day or so and then take it back out. So you don't have to leave this in. A lot of people do earth acupuncture with sticks, and there's other things. So just so you know too, this is a great earth acupuncture needle. And again, you could have your whole practice if you're a healer and work with people on the body. Your only stone could be these little quartz and gold pieces, and it would be incredible acupuncture needles for you. So we have acupuncture needles for the body, acupuncture needles for the earth, all these little energy devices that we can place on the earth, put in grids, but like toss it into the river, leave it, put it at the base of the tree, bless the earth with it, and your pure intention will be amplified and materialized. And it's such a great practice because it reminds you how powerful that you are, and it gets you more close to the earth. It really strengthens that connection between you and Mother Earth. And she's such a great teacher for us right now, and she will truly open your heart. So, blessings on you all, blessings on the waters, and blessings on the land. And I hope that you enjoyed that little teaching that was given to me. So, go quartz, go gold. I will see you all in the next episode. Love you guys.